Hello, dear tutor and partners. My name is Paola Sarmiento, and I would like to share with you tonight a little bit of my thoughts on the questions for this initial task. So, starting with the question number one, what could be my personal goal while completing the course and why? I would just like to say that considering how important a course like this is for us as teachers, as future teachers, and how relevant it is for us to know how to teach English with a specific for specific purposes, my main goal will be actually acquire the tools to through the content of the course, the tools that will allow me to recognize better the needs of my students, and being able to plan and design the classes and the teaching resources, knowing what the purpose of the class is, knowing what the needs of my students are, and trying to get and catch what kind of learning situation I am, so I can use this. Right now I am a teacher in the practice, but my main goal is being able to apply all of this new knowledge through this course on my everyday labor as an English teacher. Okay, and for question number two, how do you think the course will help you to improve your teaching competences? Well, for me, it's actually very obvious that debating topics like this, thinking and analyzing topics relating to specific purposes in the teaching of English will definitely develop for me skills like interpreting, observing, analyzing, argumenting, and presenting my own ideas, and perhaps even my own hypothesis on how classes should be designed and how do you choose the resources for a specific purposes in terms of learning situations in English classes. So that I think are the main skills that I may be able to acquire during this course, and obviously keep working on my academic writing skills, which is very important for me also. About question number three, according to the course contents, what are the two topics that I like the most and why? Well, definitely the ones that interested me the most are the syllabus design, because so far in my English practice and my teaching practice, I haven't had the chance to design a syllabus for any kind of course. So this will be my first time, and I really don't know how it should be done. So I'm very excited about the chance to know how to learn how to do it. And the second topic will be the analysis of needs and components in the design of an ESP course. And the reason is because obviously I need to learn how to read the needs of my students, because I must confess that I'm not really good at it yet, and I need to learn how to guess or even know for sure what are the needs of my students in order for me to create new resources, new material, and adapting the methodology of my classes for it. So I think this topic will be very, very interesting for me to learn also. Okay, about the question number four, what ESP courses would be useful and more needed in Colombia? I think all of them are very, very important, but in my opinion, especially the learning styles will be very, very important to learn and very important to apply. I think teachers in Colombia are not very aware or very trained to be aware of what the learning styles of the different students they have in the classrooms are, which makes it really hard to apply the right methodologies if you don't really understand what are their learning styles. So you may have activities and resources that you think are good to teach English, but maybe the students have different styles, and maybe not all of them are very good with this kind of activities. So I think teachers in Colombia are not very trained for this, and I think it's a very important course, a very important topic that we could develop even further. Like you know you can see, or like for in foreign languages in foreign countries, and they apply it. So it's very important, I think, in my opinion, to know about this, and I would love to have more training on it. And finally, the last question: what ESP courses have you taken or thought in the past? Well, I haven't had many experience so far, like I said before, with this, but the ones that I think I have studied most so far is been methodologies and materials and tests and exams, because of obviously the university require us to do it, to learn about this in previous courses, but also because in my teaching practice so far I have been challenged to study more and practice with this. So this has been my experience so far. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.